I gotta tweet this out first. Okay. Hold on. Give me a good stream. I got a good stream. That's good. Now I'm on the watch page. I'm on the watch page. I'm on the watch page. And I put that mute. And say hello. Okay. And then I'm going to tweet this out. And share.
Hey, Boston. Are you on Facebook?
And put this.
Hey, I have 5 minutes. Then he's setting things up for
NFL. Hold on, one more. Hold on. One more. Nation. NFL. And hold on. Almost there. Almost there.
He's the reason why the games are like playing good.
All right, and now I'm going back to you. All right, Greg, we're ready. We're on live. We're live.
All righty then. Great day to your worldwide viewing audience, Zenny62. How you doing, my man?
I'm great right now. You know, you guys have made my day. I'm glad you're here. And I cannot ask for anything better. I'm glad you guys are here. I really am.
We are coming live from the heart of Oakland. The flame Oakland Square with some of our heart of Oakland staff. We had an awesome meeting. We got Darlene in the house.
Hey, Darlene.
Boss Man.
Oh, no. Where's Boss Man?
We have the new Forever Oakland A's hat that people are excited about. Of course, we have our original Forever Oakland hat that everyone's always excited about. That's the Coop Snipe. Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris. NW Raider from Seattle. Here in the house. We're having a great time.
Hey, Chris. Thank you for the investment, by the way. I was saying to Chris, thank you for the investment. Cook Snipe.
Oh, investment. Yeah.
Thank you. He said thank you.
Clap, man.
Hey. The star of the show.
Told you last night. Hey, boom, man. Man, though, man. There's some future events, though, man. You might want to get with the boss, man. It'll change your life.
Well, hey, I've invited you on, man. You keep chickening out. You're on now, though. He was the star of the show last night. He was the star of the show last night. So,
oh, is that right?
Yeah, and I put on the video where he gave a what for to Raider owner Mark Davis at the town hall meeting. Remember the town hall meeting? And he gave a what for to Mr. Davis. Did Boss Man? He was on fire, and I showed that video last night. So it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Yeah, it was really good.
So I know that you've been working hard, digging up some good stuff last few days.
Yeah.
Our staff, the NFL's finest, has been nonstop at a high level in making Oakland better for our worldwide supporters, just so you guys know. So tonight on the Zenny62 YouTube, we have lots to discuss. So lead us that way, Zenny.
You
Ask
got it.
Questions, man.
Yeah, so hey, what is the latest news that you have to share with us?
Well, I mean, basically, we are constantly working. As everyone knows, we have hired on the 2 best antitrust lawyers in the United States to help investigate and explore our options. With that process going on, we're working with all the people in a position of power right now. We're talking to municipalities. We're reaching out to businesses. We have a huge groundswell of support that's coming out more and more that we're excited about. We have this Oakland A's who are behind us. This hat right here, so all your viewing audience knows, the first of a kind was given to Oakland A's president David Cavill for our appreciation and gratitude for supporting Forever Oakland. So we had a private moment with the Oakland A's president since your last show, Zenny, because you went live before the promo. Game 1 promo was awesome. Our Game 2 promo is this Saturday, July 15th. If you guys haven't done so already, go to the Greg Jones Mob Charities, Forever Oakland Facebook page. Check out our Game 2 flyer, and on that flyer post has a link that you click. Then when you click it on, it'll say coupon code. You put direct help. Buy your seats for the Saturday's game. Support our cause. Our cause is really taking off greatly, and we're so excited about that. So we have all these things brewing, and just so everyone knows, on Saturday, July 29th, we're having our 15th annual Just Hit Family Day in Napa. That's the first weekend the Oakland Raiders kick off summer training camp, and the NFL's finest has always kicked it off in Napa, and we're not changing. Just like Mob Alley's our home, Napa's our home, we're going there forever Oakland deep with pro Oakland supporters everywhere coming in to remind people it's all about Oakland. We're all about Oakland, pro Oakland, and people behind us are excited, our staff, things are just picking up, Zenny. So we're just excited about everything that we're doing.
This is really huge. Hey, tell them if they're in Oakland, you're at the Plank, right? You guys are walking the Plank, right?
Yeah, right now we are at the Plank at Jack London Square. There's a lot of people in here having a good time. We surprise attacked everyone. We just got done with one of our meetings. We didn't tell the world. So, and we didn't announce where we're going to host the show. We did say we have a surprise location with special guests. So the surprise location is the Plank. A great place to if you're ever in Oakland, California. And the surprise guest is the NFL's finest. The boss man, Darlene, Coop Sniper, Chris Layton. We're all here. One of our other members just left. We just covered a lot of bases, man. And we're coming to the Sandy 62 show. We're very excited.
Hey, man, you guys are awesome. Thank you. And once again, thank you to Cook Snipe for the investment last night. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Yes.
Hey, so what?
Hey, your ears right here.
Yeah.
Sandy 62 wants to say thank you for your investment.
Hey, thank you very much for your investment. And something else, I'm working on a process where you'll be able to resell your shares on a secondary market, okay? So unlike other investments, it's not going to be dead. You'll be able to resell it if you want to.
Right on, Zenny. Yeah, just let me know.
You got it.
You know, I'll help wherever I can.
You got it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to make my rent this week, man. So
OG Forever Oakland that.
Okay.
Remember, we're Forever Oakland Raiders. And
Hey.
we expand everywhere. We're touching many lives. And we love the direction of the Oakland A's, led by David Cabell, because he's putting an Oakland touch with his fingerprints right now. That's why we're behind 140%.
Awesome.
And here, I'm going to get up real quick. Do you have a question for the boss man?
Yes, I do. I do.
Yeah.
He lives.
What's up?
Hey,
We're
man.
on here, man.
How you
Wow.
doing? Hey,
Son.
hey. What do you think?
What's up?
All right. So the latest news now.
Hey, man, I got a phone pick with you. I got a phone pick with you. You talking all that trash about me not being on
Just a
show.
bone?
This is
Just a bone?
calculated, man.
Just a bone, and not like a dinosaur bone, not like one of those Fred Flintstone bones. Just a small bone. It's like a spread.
Yeah, but
All right. Hey, Darlene.
I want you to bring up the little news clip you
Hey.
read about that 3 miles away tailgate.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think?
Real quick.
Hey.
Me and him talk about it all the time anyway.
Yeah. Well, I want to hear you say it. It's one thing to see your comments, but I want to hear you talk about what you think, not just of the 3 mile distance. Actually, it's more like 4 miles. Okay, but the fact that it's going to be in the heat, and that the Raiders, get this. Someone told me a rumor that the Raiders had this parking worked out. They don't have anything worked out at all. I want to know what you think about all this garbage, and who keeps spreading all this bad garbage news, trying to make the deal look better than it is.
Thank you. I'm glad that you and Mark Bedane and Ventrelli and all the other mental midgets over there in Alameda, you coming up with these harebrained schemes. You're making life a lot easier for us. I mean, you're clearing out a way of a lot of thinking that we thought we had to do. You're helping us, though. Because Damon Bruce on 95.7 The Game, and we're not big fans of that station.
Who?
But
Who? I never heard of him.
I heard that he ripped.
I never heard of him. Damon who?
Mark Davis is saying egress, and tailgating is the biggest thing for him. He's not willing to give that up under no circumstances. Well, guess what, everybody? He's giving it up under any circumstance just to get into the stadium. And you know what kills me about that? And I know everybody's not a big fan of Floyd Kephart, but Kephart's idea was going to be eliminate some of the tailgating, and he was against that.
Yep.
So you want to go 1.5 billion in debt to go against your own words? Keep it up, Mark Davis. I mean, I'm encouraging you. Don't go 3 miles. Go 30 miles away and have the tailgating space go for all I care, though. Keep it up, though. I'm excited, though. You made me happy, though. So happy. Like a guy in Dublin, Ireland, man, when they give him free shots. You know what I'm saying? I'm real happy. Okay? Keep it up. Go Griz right here, man.
All right. Hey, Griz, did you give him some shots at the plank? Is that what it was?
We're professors right now. So everything extracurricular is off the record, but we always keep it professional, so you folks know.
Hey, so when are we going to appear before the JPA?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
When are we going to appear before the JPA, the Joint Powers Authority?
So basically, so our viewing audience knows, our next JPA meeting will be scheduled for Friday, July 21st, and it's going to be at that meeting, and we're going to put some more news out about that, but touching on right now, it'll be that meeting that we discuss our item that's now an agenda item.
Okay.
And so it's so critical that the people behind the scenes who are being our cheerleaders right now, assisting that process, we're working closely hand in hand, almost daily, to get this thing to the next level, so that July 21st meetings will be very critical.
Hey, Griz, can you hold the camera up and give people a view of where you're at? Maybe you can pan around a little bit.
Wait, we just got done watching the home run derby, but here we go. Let's give you a view.
Okay.
Songs with connection. Woo, here we go. Hey, everybody, here we go. You guys are on.
Hey, there he is. Hey.
Darlene,
Hey.
there's Coop Stuff. There's the boss. Behind us real quick. See part of the dining area, the bar area. We got a good night because we have a lot of space to ourselves.
Yeah.
Frank is phenomenal. There's the Amtrak you guys are hearing.
Yeah.
This place is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It's a nice day. Hey, thank you for the investment, Mr. Venegas. Paul Venegas just invested $2. Thank you very much, Mr. Venegas. That was thank you. That was very nice of him. And hey, so what? Hey, Griz, what do you think of the 3-mile UNLV plan? What do you think about that?
Well, you know what? When something's not logical to me, and when those things come out on social media, I'm very fortunate that we have some of the best people in business like yourself, like Boss and others.
Thank you.
Who pick up real quickly. And this is one of many fallacies on this whole climb that started on March 27, 2017, that we're in total disagreement. We told folks that the process of what they're wanting to have happen down there is nothing autumn wind Oakland Raider related.
Right.
Regardless if you're fans that are wherever the wind blows Raider or autumn wind, the more and more you see what's going on, it's completely what the image of what they're striving to project down there completely goes against what being an Oakland Raider is about.
That's right.
This is why we're forever Oakland. This is why we're investigating and exploring options more, because we know this whole thing's a fallacy. It's smoke. It takes away from the heart. It takes away from the identity.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing genuine or sincere about wanting to have people tailgate 3 miles away from a new stadium in 115+ degree weather. Are you kidding me? None of it makes sense. So it's just, at this stage of the game, when I hear that kind of stuff, I just keep shaking my head, and I keep smiling more and more on why our investigation is we're exploring more options here.
Hey, I'm gonna get some more people to come down there. How long are you gonna be down there? I'm gonna
keep here for another 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
All right.
Just so you folks, this is a surprise attack. But our next Danny 62 show will announce in advance, so we can get a big crowd down here. We purposely wanted to keep it to our select few because we had some business to take care of.
Oh, okay.
But this is awesome. And then the screen selection will be better next time. We'll be better prepared with our screen selection and volume with the speaker. But it's working out great right now. And we always appreciate what you do, Zenny.
Hey, you got it. I'm gonna just real quick. I'm tweeting out that you're I've already got that you're at the plank. I'm tweeting out at the plank Oakland, and now, and then
Yes.
and then hashtag Raiders on Twitter, and then hashtag live LIVE, and there it goes. All right, now we're back to you full screen. Okay, there you are.
The staff of the plank have been super hospitable, man. It's been very good to us as always.
Nice. Hey, so how's your bowling game? Because you know the plank has bowling.
Oh, you want to know how the bowling game for Oakland is? Hold on for 1 second.
All right.
Mr. Luke Snipe, I need you real quick. I'm gonna let you guys know, and this is reality. We firmly believe the NFL's finest is the best. That's why we went and hired on the 2 best antitrust lawyers. But now, Zany62, you mentioned bowling. See this face right here?
Yes.
This gentleman is the winner of last year's Ted Hendricks tournament at the bowling alley, the Manor Bowling Alley in Paliento. Yep. He is, and his team won the tournament. He's a professional. He's as good as it gets. You're Luke Snipe. So,
I am
so
not.
Look,
my bowling game is decent, but when you wear that kind of shirt, your bowling game is good. I can do maybe a 140, 150, you know? So I can contribute. I'm a 140, 150 kind of guy.
He's a 140, 150 kind of guy. Hey,
Zanny, that's not. Come on, Zanny. On my bad days, I'm in the 200s
Oh,
average. So I'll get a little close up of the ring here.
Ooh.
So, go with that under ring. 824 for 3 games.
Hey, look, I'm just downplaying my high skill so that I'll shock you when we play. How's that?
Okay. I'll let you go on that one, Zanny. But just so you know, about 5 years ago, I decided that I'm not as bad as I think I was. I'm actually a pretty good bowler, and I don't am afraid to tell people that.
Uh-oh. Hey, man. Hey,
you know, the thing is about this year's, the people that are organizing the Ted Hendricks tournament, they contacted him first.
Nice.
He's the current champion. They contacted him first. So it's funny how you mentioned that. But Coog,
nice.
Chris, let Zenny's audience know what you did last year at the Super Bowl. You and Christopher did some bowling here. What do you think about the bowling leagues here?
Yeah, we'll stick with it. It's a good bowling alley, nice place to come bowl. You just want to have some fun.
Yes.
Not really for serious people out there. Kind of that little funny. I'm walking in with my bowling bags and shoes and everything else, but it's a good place here. Nice.
Great atmosphere.
Hey, is that
drink?
Is that bowling alley still by Bayfair? By the way, I haven't been bowling in a long time.
No. The Bay Area is losing a lot of bowling alleys. The best one I've been for over 20 years called Cloverleaf Bowl in Fremont. Been there for many years. They own really good friends with the owners, and the original owner and the current owner. So.
Well, I'll come down there and bowl with you. How's that? Or at the plank. Yeah. So.
Yep.
Yeah,
definitely. If you come down here, definitely let me know. We'll take you down there.
I will. I love bowling because I love bowling. I just need practice. I need practice to get up to your level. It'll take me about a year, but I'll play every day.
I'll get my son to help give you some lessons. So he's only 15, but he's up and coming right.
That awesome. That sounds like a plan. You got it, man. That sounds like a plan.
Hey, one quick question. How's the weather back home there?
It's 90 degrees. It's hot. You know, it's 91. It's a beautiful Georgia summer. We have intermittent showers. Today was a really great day, you know, weather-wise. Yesterday, it was really crazy. But I'm telling you, it's something about this area of the country where the cloud formations are in the sky are just beautiful. And it's different because on the coast, you get the inland winds and everything, right? And the clouds are different. Here, these clouds are huge. I mean, it's like you were in the clouds yourself almost. It's really weird, you know? It's cool. You know, it's really cool. It really is.
Well, as you know, man, here in the East Coast, in the best world. So, certain parts of California, like, I was in the Valley this past weekend by a swimming pool, over 100-degree weather. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to be in 100-degree weather, you want to make sure it's cool at night, or you have a pool to sleep, you know, go swimming in. But here in the East Bay, it's warm, but we got some of the best weather in the world. It's good to be back home. It's good to breathe Oakland because something special is in the air.
Hey, a lot of people, Barry Lee is on, T. Cooper, John Marks, they all say John Marks says he bowls a 120 game. Russ Rivera is online, but he's not there with you. Should I get Rivera says it's so humid down there. We got to get Rivera out there with you. while you guys still out. Boss man is behind your back making faces about you. So anyway.
Hey, by the way, so T. Cooper, the Raider heavyweight champ.
T. Cooper, yeah.
And all of our supporters that are watching us, thank you, man.
Yeah.
And it means the world to us because our supporters, we're very hands-on with them. We're very family. Some of our supporters we talk to daily. Sometimes we talk to them every other day. We always keep an open line of communication, regardless if they're from Oakland, from the East Bay, if they're from California, out of state, or out of country. So we just try to use every platform necessary, like the Zenny62 YouTube, to reach out to people, to keep everyone connected. So it's good to hear that they're all in the chat room right now. It's great to hear you guys, man. Love you.
Hey, tell Darlene I love her energy. She's great. She's back there rocking it. Hey, something else,
Darlene,
too.
come back over here.
Yeah.
Darlene, come. Yeah. So
love your energy. Love your energy, Darlene.
We have some of our core staff here tonight. We had just a great meeting. We're putting so many different things together. And the beautiful thing for our viewers, the beautiful thing about our core staff is we're in a different stratosphere right now. We're like way up here. Mm-hmm. We come up with so many creative ideas and we put them to use. Mm-hmm. We're very hands-on. We're very approachable. And we believe in success. We believe in our cause. And we're behind it 140%. And we believe we're on a mission from God. Literally, we're on a mission from God.
Hey, everybody has a question for me regarding parking. I'll get that out of the way right now. Because Karen Christensen asked about, she said, isn't parking supposed to be adjacent to the stadium? And according to Clark County, it is. That's correct. So is there a problem? Yeah, there's a problem, but that'll be up for the Clark County commissioners to approve it. You have to remember that nothing's been approved yet from the standpoint of Clark County. And it's not to say that they're going to, turn anything down. I don't want to be so cavalier as to suggest that. But my point is that this deal is about as terrible as it looks. And a lot of you pointed out Mark Davis's comments of 2015, 2 years ago. And it seems like he's quite literally selling his Raiders soul. And you guys have said it yourself, it won't be the same Raiders. And we're seeing how it won't be the same Raiders because they're not taking care of the fans, Your thoughts,
Bottom line is none of this I've already iterated this and I'll say it again. Mm-hmm. To be an Oakland Raider is a special breed. It's heart and soul is here in Oakland, California. That's where it was founded in 1960, and we've taken it to the new era forever Oakland. You can't duplicate that anywhere else. You can't even try to fabricate it anywhere else. If another team or organization goes somewhere else, they have to create their own thing. There's no business for Oakland Raider at all that has the East Bay waters here to deal with any location outside of Oakland, especially down there in the desert. So everything that has the side effects of that mentality of this conditional relocation has bad side effects like medicine does. Mm-hmm. That's a bad side effect. Hey. For any Oakland Raider, for anyone that's been up to Oakland, regardless of where you're from, and it's the best doggone culture, the best tailgate experience. All races come together with the egress and ingress, with the transportation on it to a tailgate 3 miles away. Are you out of your mind? If anybody supports that, you're not a true Oakland Raider. And that's just one side effect. And we've been telling you guys this all this time.
Yep.
There's nothing that makes sense. Darlene's leaving, everyone. Give me a quick second.
Darlene. Love you. Love you, Darlene. See ya. See ya.
By any means necessary.
By any means necessary. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Give me a quick second.
Okay. Hey, hey, Griz.
We got the questions, folks.
Sure. The other question is, they want to know. I think Barry Boss did a first. He was the first to contribute in the chat, and yet be on live in the background.
He did.
So, yeah. So he helped.
Boss was the first to contribute to your chat.
Yeah, and he's back there chatting, with his phone.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, and then he's coming back. Then as you're talking, he gets behind you and he's doing the robot.
Well, that's the boss man.
That's the boss man. Yeah. So anyway, okay. So he said, "Where are we with the political negotiations?" Can you talk about that?
Let me make clear. There's no negotiations going on. There's an ongoing movement. So right now, Forever Oakland, our supporters, these community organizations, these fan groups, this citizen-driven initiative is moving forward fast.
Mm-hmm.
And we're bringing in municipalities. Obviously, we're working hand in hand with the two best antitrust lawyers in the United States, in Jim Quinn and Herrick Hostach. So it's not a negotiation process. It's a groundswell that's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And people are jumping on because we're leading this. Our politicians not leading it. Our public agency ain't leading it. We're leading it. And we believe in the purity of, we have not compromised who we are. As people heard from the first JPA meeting, we're very pure in our thoughts. We're very strong in our beliefs right now. So to answer that question, I would just say it's not negotiations. There's more and more jumping on board, including municipalities, to support our citizen-driven initiative. That's the best way I can describe it to you.
Hey, also, what do you think about the idea that the Raiders, this is my idea, I think the Raiders have figured out that they can't afford the Las Vegas deal, and that's why they put the whole free parking thing on UNLV rather than paying for anything. What do you think?
I mean, I can give my opinion, which I already did, about the 3 mile parking aspect.
Yeah.
For me, personally, I'm just going to go back to leading up to March 27, 2017. We shouldn't be having this conversation about this organization that is called Oakland Raiders because the identity was created here.
Right.
That's why it's so important. We shouldn't be having a conversation about that football team that carries that name that identifies with us of moving anywhere. So to me, anything tied into free parking or didn't have enough money or what the owner has stated on what he wanted and what they're doing now are complete opposite. And it goes to show that this whole thing is weak. It's not strong. And so anyway, that's where I come from with this thing. And another thing too, without knowing as much about the Vegas stuff, because I'm all Oakland, I think Zenny's done a lot of research. I think some of my staff have done a lot of research. Nevada is supposed to be UNLV's team. UNLV's supposed to be Nevada's team. They should be the one highlighting this. They shouldn't be cheated. They should be getting popped up. They shouldn't be charged rent. So this should be about UNLV Rebels at stadium, not the Oakland Raiders.
That's right. Yeah. And hey, so what do you think about the Raiders not signing the non-relocation agreement?
Oh, without giving a lot of thought to it, that sounds unstable.
Yeah.
It sounds like they're having to be careful if they're going to go all the way with this or not. See, we're going all the way with what we're doing. We believe in it. We believe in it even after that vote because we're called Forever Oakland. So we stuck with what we believe in. So if you're getting involved with something and you're having your own questions and you can't sign something to authenticate why you're moving there, to me, that tells me they got other things going on in their mind right now that they have to really, really look into before they push forward 120%. That's just my opinion. I'm not in their meetings. I don't sit with Mark Davis discussing things. We discuss other things. So on the outside, if you're committed to something, you go all the way. If you can't sign something, that sounds like to me you're not going all the way.
Hey, Barry Lee asks. He says, he asked the question, do you all talk to the attorneys every day on a regular basis?
Just understand this because things are confidential. One thing that we pride ourselves on is we talk as often as possible. Our lines of communication are 24 hours a day. That's all I can tell you.
Cool. That's what he wanted to know, yeah. And then, and everybody's here. T. Cooper says hi. Austin Obriga says hi. Autumn Williams is here.
Austin's on it? He's in your chat right now?
Yeah, Austin is on here. Austin is here.
Boss Man and Chris were wondering where Austin was. Darlene just left. I think she's trying to stuff. No, it's good. It's good to have you, brother. And Austin will be seeing this Saturday because Austin, along with our supporters, and we'll get to game 2 of our promo with the Oakland A's, who are hosting the Cleveland Indians. Am I right? The Cleveland Indians. So we're excited about this Saturday. And just so everyone knows, the first promo that we had, we just went in the parking lot. We checked out the food court. The Oakland A's had one of the highest attendance levels of 40,000 plus since 2005. So the lines to get to the food were long. We had a great time. The fireworks, like I said, we personally gave this to David Cavill. This next game, though, we're going to tailgate mob style. So we have lots of food. Don't have to worry about standing in lines. Because it's going to be Ricky Henderson Jersey Day. So there'll be a lot of people coming. And I want to tell you guys something. This Oakland A's president, he's turning everything around. He's getting more attendance because you know why? Unlike the prior guy, this guy cares. Yeah. That's why we're getting involved. Anyone that cares about Oakland, we're behind him 140%.
Yep.
And when you get the NFL's finest behind you, you know it's real. So this Saturday's game should be a lot of people. Ricky Henderson Jersey Day. We're tailgating. Come on out. Go to our Facebook page. Please keep buying any seats for those 5-game promos that we're part of. Because 50% of those ticket sales go to our GoFundMe.com/We Stand With Oakland. GoFundMe.com/We Stand With Oakland Fund. So please buy those seats up. If you need to get a hold of one of us, our Forever Oakland hotline is 510-679-7031. 510-679-7031. We will assist you in any way. The Oakland A's and our promotions have made this as easy as possible to just click on one link. There's the game day page and the coupon code. You put direct help in small italics, all one word, and you go purchase your seats. Please buy them up. We're excited for this Saturday. A lot of our folks are going to be there. The weather's going to be gorgeous. But hey, Austin, I'm glad you're in there, bud. We love you.
Now, also, Corey Brown says, do you think an injunction will be filed to stop the process of the Vegas move?
Right now, I'm not answering any questions.
Okay.
Because we're in the exploratory phase, my folks. Okay. Just know that we're full steam ahead. We believe fully what we're doing. We have no speculation, so I'm not answering questions like that because it's total confidentiality. And I just want to say one thing. Boss Man has something to say. Give me a quick second.
Oh, what's it happening?
Hey.
Check it out.
Yes, sir.
Me and you talk, extensively off from the cameras or whatever. And I just want to tell everybody this, in the Vegas papers, they're talking about 15% parking is being dedicated, I guess, to the Russell Road site.
Mm-hmm.
For 2,400 parking spots, it's not even 4% of 65,000. I want everybody to really understand the math here and the fake news that Las Vegas has put out, basically. Like you said, Zinni. And me and him don't agree on a lot of stuff, but definitely fake news. 2,400 of 65,000 is not even 4%.
No.
So they've been BSing everybody. You know what? I've read chat rooms, and I read on Twitter, guys. I've been self-imposed man, and by my colleagues, if you say in this movement, not to say nothing on Twitter. Trust me, I'll be back. But check it out. I hear you people, and I read your comments saying that this is all negotiation. There's nothing to this. The news already debunked this. Why would Adam Candy of the Las Vegas Sun, who is a major beat writer who's been on this thing since last year, why would he say he sees and saw documents verbatim and nobody has disputed it from the Raiders or UNLV? They declined comment.
Right.
Why would that be, everybody?
Now, who do you think? Here's the thing. Who do you think leaked it to him? Somebody leaked that to him. I can't find that document. Somebody leaked that to him. You think it was Sisolak trying to do that? I think it was Sisolak.
Nothing's done by accident. And you know what? For the guy last night who was on your stream, who was saying Valley High site, I can't think of the guy's name, but the crook who runs that site, the crook who runs that site, he's not giving that thing up cheap. Okay, if that was going to be a good site, okay, they would already pick that site for parking. Let alone the stadium. You have the FAA regulation. You have a lot of things that are working against the Valley High site. You know what? I have as much chance of being the Grand Wizard of the KKK than that site being the parking structure, though, man, or being the parking area for the Raiders there. I mean, it's just not. Now, for you people out there who talk about Forever Oakland and we stand with Oakland and you guys make fun of us, you make your little memes, keep making your memes. Keep making your memes because we're in exploratory phase right now. But, and it's a big but, we get out of the exploratory phase, it's going to be hell to pay. You heard it here first. I'm coming for you. It's going to be rough. You guys know verbally you can't mess with me. I'm going to slap you all up and down Twitter, Facebook. Some of you guys claiming that I got ran off Twitter. You can't. When somebody like me with a big mouth is quiet, you better be paying attention. You better be on guard. There's a reason why I've been quiet. We already had this stuff well in motion before Libby Schaff even had a press conference March 25th. Okay, yeah. We are on our stuff like bad bowel moves, okay? You better recognize. But anyhow, Griz ain't here yet, but Griz is coming back.
Okay.
I got to break the early morning shift, though. Some of y'all don't know what that means, but I'm on the early morning shift. So I'm going to holler at you guys later.
Hey, tell the missus I said hello. Tell the missus I said hello. You got it, man. Definitely.
Definitely. Hey, and subscribe to Zini62, though.
Thank you.
And, you know, you done.
Hey, invest. Invest. Hey, invest. I need to make my rent this week. Seriously, I need help. Invest. Anything you can do.
But ain't you in Georgia? Ain't Georgia supposed to be cheap, man? What you see? That's why you might as well pay out the nose in California.
Well, no. I live in Adams Point, in Oakland. Yeah. I lived in Adams Point, in Oakland. I live in Adams Point.
Adams Point, but yeah. You splitting halfway. You're doing all this. You're doing all that. You know. Yeah. That stuff is time consuming.
Well,
and money consuming, my man. But anyhow, I got a break. I'll let you guys in the next one, boss. Ow.
See. Oh boy. Oh.
Alrighty.
Okay. So
me real quick, Zenian, and we just been everywhere. Is everyone having fun first and foremost?
Yes.
Are you having fun? Are your supporters having fun? The chat room, are they lively? Everyone going?
Yeah. They're talking about the deal. Barry Lee is talking about how the NFL will ultimately play a high price. T. Cooper says when the dust settles and smoke clears. Oh, David Cardenas is in the room, by the way.
Wait, let me touch on a couple of quick things.
Sure.
First and foremost, let's just make this clear to everybody who's listening. We're in a very exploratory phase with the two best antitrust lawyers. So nothing's been filed. What we're doing is we're just doing what Forever Oakland has been doing for quite some time, is furthering our investigation, but we got the best data. So let's make that clear. And then if there's anything that the general public needs to know, they will know. We just want to give you guys a heads up. Number two, this is like the 4th week, I think, for promo. We're going to go 5 weeks, but this may go longer because we're having such a good time. We haven't really touched on the donated items yet, but we have that 4th new item that was given by Coop Snipe, which we did touch about the football. So we have more items I think we'll touch on next show, because we're going to start getting those items for people to buy them and put the funds into the fund. GoFundMe.com/ we scan with Oakland. And you don't have to make a bid on those items. We want you to. Anytime you feel like making a contribution, go to GoFundMe.com / we stand with Oakland, as well as make sure you guys keep supporting Zeni62. And I just want to say this. When you have the right attitude, there's enough wealth to go everywhere. And I think that if our government had the right attitude, and the NFL had the right attitude, we'll be talking about all kinds of positive things. Living in an imperfect world, there's folks that strive to do the right thing. And in this arena that we're involved in, Forever Oakland and our supporters, we believe we're chosen ones to correct major injustice against the culture of people, not just the sport. So that's why we do what we do. And lastly, David Cardenas, it's good to see you, man. Denny62, the Godfather supporters, all the time to pray for Ruben Jr. and Team Ruben. So you want to lead us in a 10-second moment of silence, Denny?
Yes, right now.
All right.
All right.
Does David have any updates he wants to share in the chat?
Hey, Dave, are you still around? There's 33 people right now in the chat. Hey, Barry Lee, can you tweet this out with a hashtag Raiders, please? Anybody else around? Anyone else? David Cardenas. David, are you around? David Cardenas going once. Calling for David Cardenas on the second time. David Cardenas. Jacob is here. David Cardenas. Hey, Maniac, how are you? David Cardenas.
Is that Raider Maniac?
Maniac 5900. Yeah.
What's up?
What's up, Raider Maniac? All the way from Fresno. Our forever Oakland correspondent. How you doing, my man?
Yes. David Cardenas says Ruben, unfortunately, is not doing well. That is very sad news. Very sad news. Very sad news. That's very sad news.
Hey, David, and Ruben Sr. and Judith, no matter what we're doing, no matter how passionate we are about what we're doing, we're always going to pray for Team Ruben, because those things are the most important. So, as much as that hurts us to hear this, we need to hear that.
Yep.
And our hearts are from more, man. So we're gonna keep on putting out prayers. Any of you, no matter what your life situation is, and a lot of us go through struggles behind the scenes. Trust me, we all have our moments. Remember Team Ruben, and remember things like that, and why we fight for what we fight for.
And David says, unfortunately, they are not giving Ruben any few more days. So that's sad. That's sad. That's sad.
You know, there's nothing I can say or what you can say, Zane, or any of us, that's gonna make them feel better. And we're not trying to do that. It's sad. It's sad. That's what it is. It's horrible. It's horrible for this young man to be given that deck of cards.
Yeah.
And even as a chosen angel that we all learn from, because guys like Ruben who's going through that, he's a light for us. To remind us how serious taking life is. So we're gonna be with you every step of the way. Team Ruben, we're with you during this process. David, whatever you need from us, just keep reaching out to us. I know that my words are not going to help right now, but we're going to give you all, and we're going to continue to give you your all.
And he's 7 years old, right? He's just 7, right?
I believe he's 7 years old. I think David confirmed the last thing.
Yeah, that's
horrible. That's just horrible.
Wow. Now, Maniac 5900 says he's doing good. Godfather, what do you think about Las Vegas and the parking issue? He asks, and the shuttle buses and a prayer for Ruben. Yeah. So it's
And one thing I stay away from is we hear stuff all the time. Social media, anybody can put out what they want. So when I hear stuff, I normally, this is just me, and Zenny, you know this, I don't discuss it right away. But I'm listening. I'm paying attention, because what it is over time, this is all accumulating. This is accumulating. So this is another piece that's part of the whole accumulation that I'm paying attention to. So anytime something comes out, it may not sound right, then a couple weeks go by, and some of those things that we don't like works itself out, and some of the things we don't like doesn't work out. So I always watch to see if that kind of thing works out or not. But when I hear stuff like that, I don't put a lot of attention to it, but it's so un-Oakland Raider. It's just a reminder, a side effect, that we have this Oakland Raiders identity. That's from here in Oakland to stay in Oakland. And that team that has an Oakland Raider name has no business whatsoever moving from here and moving to Las Vegas.
Right. And something else, too. Hey, do you want people to pack the JPA, or what about that?
See, so we're going to let folks know. We're going to let folks know when we're putting out, we'll be giving you heads up if we want to pack the house or not. So right now, we're doing a lot of technical specialist stuff. We're just doing the right stuff with the right people right now to get things where they need to be. And we'll keep you guys in the loop through our posts. We'll keep you guys in the loop through Zenny62. So through those avenues and through the media, yes, we'll let you guys know when we need packed houses or if we just need a specialist, but you'll know either way. So thanks for asking that question. Right now, we'll let you guys know.
Now, what do you think about the Raiders? I think I asked you this question before, but I'll ask it again if I didn't. What do you think about the Raiders? Okay. What do you think about the Raiders putting out they put out an announcement for a community manager in Las Vegas? That was free. What's that all about? You think they'll hire anybody? You think anybody will get to take the job?
No. I mean, just so you guys know, just because Mark Davis and I know each other, and I know you guys not seen this, and he has a high level of respect for us, I in no way am connected to anything they're trying to do community-wise in Vegas or give them ideas or inspiration. So I have no idea what they're doing.
Wow. And as far as Oakland, do you think there's a chance that the Raiders will stay another year or two, or just maybe behind the scenes they're trying to stay here? Because I know early on I mean, you know, there was talk that the Raiders are really trying to keep the door open to come back here. What do you think about that? I mean, I say here, like I'm in Oakland, I'm not, but.
Okay, number one, first and foremost, the people that are from here and the municipalities, they're going to have a lot to do with that. Just because we're from here and we're still housing this organization that wants to leave. So everybody here has to be very smart. Everybody here has to be intelligent, regardless of what the Raiders want, because this means the world to us.
Mm-hmm.
Having understanding means the world to us. Now, what the Raiders are trying to do is a whole nother thing. If they ideally want to sleep in our bed, stay at our house as guests as we get the new stadium built, ideally, that may be something that they want. But when you think about that mentality, and you think about the people who care here, so the people that care here feel like, you guys don't care about us, but we're being kind enough to house you. So that process is going to have to work itself out. I just know that our folks on our end, our culture and our municipalities, we have to be very smart in how we approach that situation to continue to preserve and protect our identity, making sure, because it's already obvious that the upper management of the Raiders don't want to be here, or their body language don't want to be here, and we're not supporting that. So we still have to be wise about that. And number two, what's going to determine a lot is how this football season goes. Folks need to remember, you're still playing in Oakland. This is our house. There's a lot of pissed off people. And we're not thugs. We don't burn stuff down. I'm talking forever Oakland specialists. But there are other people out there who are not as professional as we are, and we're not promoting any hate. We're not promoting negativity, but they're going to react the way they want to emotionally. That parking lot may be toxic for anyone who don't support the Oakland Raiders.
Right.
So that's been conveyed to the NFL by me directly. That's been conveyed to Mark Davis directly. That's going to determine a lot. They play for a couple more years or just this year on how that whole experience goes, because people are pissed off. And there's been injustice here. And like I said, we always approach everything professionally. We always want to do things right, but we can't control everybody. And there's going to be people who are emotional, people who are not on our high level of intelligence, who are going to handle things a certain way. And they have a right to be mad because they have been unjustly dealt with by the NFL and by the Oakland Raiders, and you're playing in our house. And just that whole combination of them staying here to play another year or two will be determined through this season, to how the tailgates go, how us, the NFL's finest, how the municipalities that are supporting us handle the situation with intelligence.
Now, Raider Libre and Melody are in the house.
Oh! What's happening, Chris and Melody? We love you guys. So, see, our core staff, they come from everywhere. We hope you guys are doing great out there in Hillmar. These are core 6'6" monsters, like Austin Nebrega, like the Boss Man, like Coots. Like our staff, they're just awesome human beings. They're givers. They give of themselves. We all have problems in life, folks, but problems are different than drama. And one thing our staff doesn't have, we don't have drama. Guys, gals, we're African American, we're Hispanic, we're Asian, we're Caucasian, and we're all one. So Chris and Melody, they're part of that whole process. It's so good to see you guys in the chat.
Wow. Hey,
we hope to see you this weekend. I don't know if we're going to see him this weekend or for Napa on Saturday, July 29th. Sorry about that, Zanny. Go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. Hey, so what do you expect to happen Saturday, July 29th? Let's give an early preview. You think Mark Davis? You think Mark Davis is going to walk in and talk to all of them?
He does every year. I mean, so for us, we're doing what we do. See, here's the beauty of Fair Oakland. We don't change. We just get better. And the just hit term that came up through the Raider Nation Chargers booking fans and post finance.
You're welcome, Chris. By the way, just Chris said thanks for the shout out. I was saying you're welcome, Chris.
Always, my man. Always. Our family. So our Just Hit Family Day has been a beautiful experience. The opening weekend of Oakland Raiders training camp going on 15 straight years for us. We go up there. We celebrate with the Napa community. We celebrate with all the Oakland Wilbur Raider Nation that flies in. We celebrate with players, coaches, the Napa staff, the management. They're friends of ours. The waiters and waitresses that have been working there, and even the ones that turn over, they're friends of ours. Just like the guys we have down here in Oakland. So we're going up there to respect that relationship because we're forever Oakland. That don't change. And we always pack the lobby. So what Mark Davis does, and Mark Bedane, when they walk in, it's on them to handle themselves correctly, because we always handle ourselves correctly.
And Steve Collins says, there's more to this than meets the eye. It's real sad how true Oakland Raiders fans and the city of Oakland are being treated. That's what Steve Collins just said.
Well, he's right. Mm-hmm. I have to commend you. And just so you know, though, there's a lot of people who feel the same way what you just said, whoever said that, Steve, and they're looking for something to support. They're looking for a forum, a way to, how can we still better the situation? We've got that going for you, Steve.
Oh, hey, else. I got to get something. I guess there's a guy, Mark R., who keeps repeating that there are 9 hotel parking garages that will hold all parking for the stadium. Hey, Mike, hold on a second. Those parking garages are not being made available to the Raiders, okay? And they're owned by MGM for the most part, and they're not giving them up. And those things are not going to be empty on game day. So, sorry. There you go. Okay.
Okay.
I get that out of the way.
So,
yeah. Okay. Now, Jacob P. asked, do you see Mark Davis backing out of the Las Vegas deal this far in? And what do you think it would happen if he did? He could back out right now. He hasn't signed a non-relocation agreement, and there are a number of outs for him. He could simply disagree on certain items with respect to different agreements, like the UNLV agreement, and the whole deal expires April of next year. Okay, and it turns over to UNLV in that case. So that could happen. That could happen. You know.
Is that a question for me, or are you just answering, Zenny?
It was a question for me, but I like your reaction, actually.
Oh, I mean, that's another thing. These things we hear on the side, we're going to see how they play out.
Mm-hmm.
See, here's the thing. There's a couple themes going on. The way the process is going between the NFL and the Raiders and how it plays out may have a good or bad effect on the Raiders. That process is underway, and they're pushing to go there. But that process may come back and bite them, or it may work out for them. So that's happening regardless. Then you have our process of investigating. So the combination of both processes will ultimately have some effect on the other. So when I hear those things on the side, I take a mental note. Obviously, I have some of the best people in the business, not just my staff, but the 2 best antitrust lawyers who take notes of everything right now. And we watch everything, we check out everything, we try not to knee-jerk react to every small thing, because, like I said, it's accumulation. And we're hearing accumulation of things that don't make no sense.
Right.
It doesn't mean it's not going to work for them. It don't make no sense. So myself personally, I like to see how those things play out. I know they have their own focus, but I will remind everyone, regardless of how that plays out, we have our own focus, and we're paying attention.
Now, Jacob P. asked, does it, meaning the Raiders' agreements, expire, or their ability to get the agreements done expire in April due to the Senate bill expiring? Well, no, Jacob, the Senate bill doesn't expire itself. It goes on forever. But what happens is that UNLV is given the opportunity to basically take the deal for itself. And then basically there are a number of provisions that kick in. There's something called a campus use agreement, and that becomes part of it. I'll deal with that in another show. So, yeah, there we go. So,
Great.
Yeah.
And that's an answer for Zenny to answer.
Okay. So, and so basically, I will, and Mike is reporting that News 13 Las Vegas is saying that MGM Properties, he claims, is under contract to lease to the Raiders organization, but the question is at what cost? Because that's been raised before, but MGM is going to want some money. So I'll believe that when I see the agreement, and because the Raiders can't afford it. So there you go. Yeah.
You got me for about another 10 minutes, my man.
Okay. Hey, so next steps. When are we going to see you next?
Well, basically, we'll have our Zenny 62 Forever Oakland show next week. We'll let you guys know. Mondays have been working great. So as long as it works great for Zenny 62, it works great for us. I just want to leave this with you folks. And I know I stress it enough, but once something's in my heart and mind, then it becomes second nature. I don't have to look at notes. I don't have to think about it hard. Really, from the bottom of our heart, please support the Zenny 62 show in any kind of way you can, just because it's platforms like this that are rare. I mean, there's no other platform right now that's presenting thoughts and concepts that he does, and he brings on an organization that's as deep into it as we are, combining right now. There's no one major media outlet, ESPN, Fox Sports, any of the major media outlets, they don't have what we have. You're getting it right here on his show. Okay, so he does his own analysis. Everybody's not always going to agree, and everybody's going to disagree sometimes, but he does his own analysis that no one else does, and he has the NFL's finest coming on consistently, and this thing is building. And we chose, and we worked, and we decided collectively to work through Zenny. We can go on any show right now. We can go on any people's Periscope or YouTube, but we want to go through this man's, because right now he's at the highest level with this thing. We're at the highest level of this thing, so we really, really, really appreciate you coming to chat. We really appreciate you supporting the movement. And for this forum, we really, really encourage you to please support Zenny 62.
Thank you.
Use it at small scale level, if it's a t-shirt, wherever he has to offer. We really want you guys to make donations to his show, because that's what keeps him going.
Investments. It's actually an investment now, and I emphasize that because
I want Zenny to turn it up. Go ahead.
Oh, sure. You can actually invest in my company. It's a company, and not only that, I'm working to put those investments on what's called a secondary market, that a number of which are growing for startups. But hey, if I can't make my payments this week, I'm gonna have to leave Oakland. So that's where I'm at. So I'm just being candid. And you know, the nature of video blogging is that you tell it like it is, and I tell it like it is. It's the first time since 1990 I haven't had things line up, you know, and I guess that's where that is. So the good news is I only need $1,000. So I'm saying that's it, you know. So anybody out there that will invest, if 30 of you invested, say 50 each, that'd be cool. That'd be more than I needed, actually. So that'd be great. So you know, there you go. So you go.
Yeah, and that's why, and we believe in longevity. We believe in the long haul, even when times are right. Because ultimately, if a couple entities like us are combining forces, only good karma events can come out, because we're really affecting people. When people come onto your forum, then I know just to our show, and I don't have the opportunity to watch all your shows. I've seen some shows. When people come on your forum, they get touched right here. This is where they get touched. And when you touch the people's lives, hearts, and then how they live, and how they want to get involved, that means nothing but good things can happen.
Yep.
And it's a cycle that is infinite. It doesn't drain, it doesn't take away, it's infinite. So we're going to keep creating that circle, that spiral, keep going up with what we're doing right now. So I just can't stress enough, become an investor of Zenny 62.
Thank you.
Become part of the movement.
Thank you.
Always support nonstop.
And I'll put the I'm gonna put the PayPal link right now, because I normally this link would be for others, but I would appreciate the assistance, and I'm just candidly asking, since Griz said that, and I'll close out. You know, close out with that. So trying to get this to open, and it's
Zenny, as you put that up, let me just finish with
sure.
Things.
Yeah, sure.
So to our supporters, we're gearing up for this Saturday, July 15th, Game 2 of our promo, the Oakland A's. We'll continue to put the flyer out, the link. Zenny has it, we have it. If you're going to come this Saturday, bring the family, bring the kids, and say if you're not even an Oakland A's fan, but you support what we're doing, go to that link and buy some seats and maybe give them away. If you're in a position to. Some businesses and corporations do that, because it all goes toward our great cause of making Oakland better. And we're going to have just a wonderful family time this Saturday, July 15th. We'll be coming on next week, too, with a Zenny 62 promo. And very soon, we're going to announce a few more items, donated items for the cause. And we'll let people know when they can start purchasing those items. So your funds can go to the GoFundMe.com/We Stand With Oakland Fund. And outside of that, we're gearing up for our Just Hit Family Day in Napa. We'll be there Saturday, July 29th, early. We'll be in the lobby all day. Come with your 66 mob. Come with Forever Oakland. Come with anything that says Oakland. Oakland Raider. Oakland, Oakland, Oakland. That's when you become strong. That's when you make your biggest statements, your body language. And remember, we'll be very professional, because they're in our house.
Right.
Right? Oakland's our house. Napa's our house. It's all about our house and our identity. So definitely come professional, come real Oakland, come with that swagger, because the NFL's finest, the 66 mile per hour Oakland will be there strong.
You got it, man. We'll always be there. Definitely. Absolutely.
But hey, we also wanted to say thank you to the Plank.
Yep. Great place.
This is another entity that we're going to be hosting something very soon. They love the mob. We did a Super Bowl party here last year. We just got done talking to the general manager. So we'll be doing a big type of fundraiser here at the Plank as well. So we just want to thank the hospitality of the Plank. I want to thank Darlene Corrales. She's one of our multitaskers earlier. The boss man, Chris Layton, Coop Sniper. I want to thank Levant. I want to thank my partner, Ray Bobbitt. He's my spiritual brother out there that work nonstop 24 hours a day. I want to thank Jim Quinn, Eric Hostad. I want to thank the municipalities for getting behind us as we speak, and the groundswell support from all these entities and all these organizations that are helping us make Oakland better. So once again, and Zenny, thank you,
831 Scott, $50. Thank you very much, 831 Scott. $50. Thank you very much. And he said, keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you.
Keep moving. We're 24 hours praying for you. We're 24 hours praying for you. To Raider Maniac.
Thank you.
To Chris Lee, Peter, to Melody, to Austin DeBrega, to Tor Cooper, and everyone in your chat, man. We love you guys very much. And please, everyone, smiling and prayers is free.
Thank you.
And the strength behind it is how much you put into it right here.
Absolutely.
Keep praying for Team Movement. They need it more than anything right now. Keep praying, please.
You got it. Yeah, man. Definitely. Hey, we'll see you soon, right?
Yes, and we'll stay in touch. And thank you for supporting the Zenny62 YouTube.
And thank you for supporting Forever Oakland. And Forever Oakland. That's right.
Oakland, only in Oakland.
That's right, man. You the man.
Sure.
You the man.
All
okay,
right.
I'll see you. All right, see ya.
God bless everybody.
Hey, see ya. Hey, so folks, that was it. And I want to thank I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. And 831 Scott, thank you very much for that. I'm actually serious, and Barry, I completely understand your situation, but I will point out that you do have a roof over your head. So, and a $30 donation per, because here's the thing, it's called, and I said donation investment, but a $30 investment is would be quite helpful right through here. Normally I don't do this. I haven't went on this drive, but once again, these things happen when jobs you thought you were going to get that you're used to getting don't line up anymore. Okay, and I appreciate that. So I'm going to say this again. If whatever you all can spare, it goes to an investment. And what I'm excited about, everyone that's invested has gotten their emailed shares, their certificates, and at first the idea was their investments when Zenny62 is bought. But get this, there are 4 different startup programs where you can take your equity investment you've already put into Zenny62 Media, and once I'm set it up, you can resell that to others. Let's say somebody else, another Raider fan, wants to buy your shares of me or maybe additional shares, they can do that. So suddenly your shares really are worth something, okay? And I'm guaranteeing that because this is a new way of media that I discovered just really in this desperation mode, to be frank. And for those of you who aren't accustomed to this kind of video blogging, hey, look, this is what vloggers do. They talk about stuff in their life, stuff good or bad, opinions, research. They have people on. This is what vlogging is all about. So that's where it is. So and yeah, it's real news. We're all human. This is how the situation is. People are, when you don't speak up for what you need, you're not going to get help. That's just the simple fact of the matter. And so I think that's the one thing that I'm doing that I think in the past I have not done, and I always thought that, oh yeah, this will turn out, or this millionaire investor will come through, and hey, that doesn't happen. So I've got to be real about it, and as they say, put on your big boy pants, right? And I think, who said that? Was it T.O. that said that? I think someone said that. But at any rate, thank you. Hey, Jacob Peace, thank you very much. And again, thank you very much for the 50. That was awesome. That really was, and it really was. Now, and Mike R., as far as his news regarding that, it's, you know, that's, I got to check that out myself. In fact, you know, I'm on the line, so let's do that. One moment, please. I'm just going to, I'm going to adjust this light here is what I'm going to do. So give me 1 second while I turn this, excuse me, while I turn this way, because I have to go and, well, there's this light right up here. I need to turn the knob off. Hold on a second. So let me put that over there. Or maybe you can see it. It's yeah, hold on a second. There it is. And that's up there. And boom. And okay, I'm back. See, didn't take long at all. There we are. So anyway, Rivera says he can't find anything supporting what Mike R is saying online. Sorry. So hold on a second. Let's check it out. Let's do Mike R. You know, what did I say? A solid, right? And see if he's News 13. News 13, right? News 13. News 13 Las Vegas. I believe that's it. And if you're wondering why I'm looking down, I'm typing into my computer here. News 13 Las Vegas. Las Vegas, Nevada News and Weather, KNTV. And clicking on the link to the website, and I'm waiting for it to open, and voila, it is opened. And I see, let's see. Faraday Future scraps plans for an NLV plant. Let's go and click on sports, because that's where it would be, because I don't see anything about Raiders and MGM. I see breaking news for July 10th. You know, this Raiders stuff, you would think, why isn't it on the front page, right? I'm not seeing it at all. And let's see here. This is the news for Las Vegas. News 13 Las Vegas. And I don't see anything here about that on the front page. There's more top stories. There's photo galleries. There's more local news, which I'm going to click on. This website's not laid out in the most optimal way. For example, you usually expect to see news, politics, sports, right? You don't see that. So you've got pictures with different types of stories, but they're not appropriately categorized, making them not really easy to find. And then when you do find something, these ads get in the way. And they haven't learned how to use video. So I still don't see it. I'm looking at thief steals purse through doggy store. Amazon Prime now underway. Let's see here. Watch Chopper 13. Latest on news. Mayweather. I'm scrolling down through this website. Breaking news for July. Update standoff at Cemetery Inns Road open. Boy Scouts camp evacuates due to Pistoli fire. Planet Hollywood Casino floods after pipe leak. Helpful links. Elderly victim identified in Craig Tana crash. Quick storm hits Las Vegas. Breaking news. I don't see anything about what he's talking about at all. Okay, so let's try the other route. Let's try Las Vegas NFL Raiders, because whatever pops up on News 13 generally pops up on Google News, right? So let's check Google News and see if that information is there. And no, it says Mercury News, could Raiders parking problems in Vegas kill tailgating? That's by the San Jose Mercury News. And then there's Raiders want UNLV to lend land for parking without compensation. That's Raider Wire. There's nothing here. Now let's go to Twitter and see if that's there. Because I'm sorry, Mike P, I'm not seeing it. Okay? And this sounds like one of those fake news things that some of you guys put out, right? That you think is cool to put out, okay? And it's not. But the bottom line is it's just not there, okay? So and not only that, if it were there, here's the thing. If it were there, why would the Raiders, let's attach a little common sense to this, sorry. Why would the Raiders negotiate with UNLV for all that parking if they had a deal with MGM already? Okay? I mean, that makes the Raiders look that much more disingenuous to negotiate that they want free parking for UNLV when they've already got a deal with MGM. All right? I mean, so there's no way this looks good. Doesn't matter how you spin it, it still looks bad, okay? It just does. So, going here, UNLV Raiders, and let's see if it hit top news, and I'm waiting for it to refresh, and I don't see that. I see a person, no, I don't see it. I see my tweet, and I see nothing about MGM. I see UNLV Raiders. Let me try UNLV Raiders MGM, and MGM Rock and Rio. Nope, not there. Sorry, it's not there. You know, there's an old saying that fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And it is not there. Sorry, Mike, it's not popping up. And I've looked. I did you the respect of researching, and it ain't there, man. It is not there. It's not on Twitter, because if that were the case, it would have been on Twitter by now. It's not. Yeah. Barry Lee checked. He's got nothing. We all got nothing, all right? Now, but Mike, tell me why it's not on Twitter then, okay? It's not on Twitter. Now, I'm not saying it's not there. It's not there. Check Twitter, okay? And it's not there, okay? So, sorry. Anyway, moving along. As I say, moving along, nothing to see here. And if there's something to see there, we'll find out, right? Now, getting back to other matters, talking about, first of all, thank you very much again, 831 Scott, for the $50 investment. That was really timely, and it was quite timely. So for those of you who are not able to go through Super Chat, this is PayPal, right here, and that's PayPal. Oh, excuse me, I went PayPal. There's the link. It didn't copy. Excuse me there. It's supposed to. There it is. Try that again. And there it is. That's the link. Okay. PayPal. And I'll do it one more time. PayPal. That's the link. So like I said, right now there's 38 people. If 38 contributed 50, that would be, or 40. That would be, yeah, that would be perfect. Or 30 contributed $40 each. That would be perfect. You know, so that would be perfect. And it would help basically keep the going concern in Oakland going. You know, and I'm trying to work out all angles, and I'm trying all angles and doing everything I can. And for those of you wondering about Comic-Con, as I've talked about Comic-Con, well, I've flown on United since I was 6, so, and that's because of family, so that's not something I have to worry about, you know, getting back and forth, right? So I'd have to really curtail if I go at all, and that's right now really something that's a dream. You know, I need to get this out of the way first. So that went from a reality when I thought I had one sponsor and didn't, to a dream, and that's it. So there we go. So like I said, I've been there for everybody in the past, and this time I need the help of friends. And enough about that. I think you all properly got the message. And And now moving along, okay? So, into your question. Zinni, what did Godfather have? I just got back from, hey, Michael Lowry, how you doing? It was a great show. Hey, Melvin, how you doing, Mr. Lovejoy? Well, first of all, Mike, I want to thank you again for the live stream that you did when Jim Quinn came out. It was quite fantastic. I mean, what Mike Lowry did was, I have a provision on Zinni62 on YouTube where I can add up to 50 managers, 50. No matter where they are located around the world, you can, at the same time, can you imagine 50 people at the same time doing a live stream? I mean, maybe one from Belgrade, Yugoslavia, another one from Kiev, Ukraine, another one from Moscow, another one from Paris, another one from New York, another one from Oakland, California, another one across the bay in San Francisco, one down in LA, up north, Fairbanks, Alaska, Honolulu, Hawaii. You get the idea. Here in Atlanta, Georgia, maybe up north in Sandy Springs, all having live streams. Folks, that's the TV network of the future possible right now. Well, anyway, Mike Lowry is one of those managers, and he did a buffalo job of putting together the live stream that perhaps you saw from Oakland City Hall, and that's what he did. So anyway, so yeah, no, that's anybody that has a YouTube partner channel. If you have a YouTube partner channel, you have that provision. Anybody. So so basically, you know, so that is a lot of managers, but that is possible. That's, and if anybody says, I think someone said that looked. Joshua, I think Joshua was talking about Mike P. I get you. Sorry about that. I'm like, what? I'm not lying. What are you talking about? Oh boy, Mike P is Melvin, you just got here. Melvin Lovejoy came and left. Melvin, you just got here. Where are you going so quickly? You're leaving us. What? My God. Yeah, and we that's amazing. So, hey, I heard that Lonzo Ball got a triple-double. So, I think the nervousness of his NBA draft experience and all the hype that his father built up around him has finally worn off, and Lonzo Ball has gotten down to playing ball. Yeah. And to which Jacob P says, Lonzo, let's go Lakers. And I say, let's go Shaggy P. In fact, maybe the Warriors got Shaggy P and then maybe they'll put Shaggy P on Lonzo Ball. I'm just kidding. So, Ball is another Bo Kimball, says Steve Collins. And Barry says Mike with a little R as opposed to a big R. A little R as opposed to a big R. I like that. Oakland Raiders forever. Definitely Oakland Raiders forever. Hey, how do you like the way that Obi called out the Kansas City Chiefs and he said that we were going to beat the Chiefs? We would have no problem with the Chiefs. Dude's a rookie, and he's calling out the Chiefs. I mean, that's either stupidity or swagger. I haven't figured out which, or both. Which leads to the question, is a requisite recipe for swagger some level of stupidity? Just asking. So, Joseph Jones says, Zinni, do you know what time frame the Forever Oakland movement is going to take to make a decision about any lawsuits? No, I do not. And I don't want to speculate either. I don't want to speculate because, well, I don't know. And Barry Lee says he was having that Tony Parker's injury. Oh, he was hearing that Tony Parker's injury might not allow him all to continue to play in the NBA. Okay. Robert Cariso says, I just don't like his release of the ball, talking about Lonzo Ball. I don't expect him being a great shooter, but a better playmaker. Got it. And, okay. So, I got it. And so I answered that question for Mr. Jones, and Mike R says, okay, Mike R says, oops, I was wrong. It's 8 o'clock news now. It's not on Twitter, dude. How many times do I have to say it's not on Twitter? Hey, Barry Lee, look on Twitter and see if something popped up. It's not on Twitter. All right, he says, Mike R says, here's the headline, Raiders Stadium traffic study, off-site parking, pedestrian bridge of I-15 recommended. But that's old. Everybody knows that. The pedestrian bridge is that's been talked about for I don't know how long. That's $30 to $40 million alone. Dude, I mean, will you please? Don't you watch my channel on a regular basis? We've been over that. We were over that last year. That's part of the $350 million in known on-site costs, not off-site, okay? So no, I mean, excuse me for a second. Oh my goodness. You know, I feel like, who was it that used to bang the camera? He used to do this. Right. Who used to do that on his show? Who used to do that? That was Craig Kilborn. Craig Kilborn used to bang the sides of the camera and make this sounds on his show that was replaced by the great show, The Late Show with Mr. Dave Corbin, right? Which comes on at, excuse me, did I say Dave Corbin? I meant James Corbin, which comes on in 6 minutes. So anyway, great show if you haven't seen it. If you like Zenny62, you'll love his show. And I want to talk to you. I want to say something else about the investments and everything. Just one thing before we turn back our attention to Mike. But my whole point is that, okay, we don't pay attention to Mike. But anyway, if you invest, it forces me to make, for those of you who are investors now, or it forces me to make a more entertaining show, have different types of guests on. But then if you invest, I have the money to do that, right? And I'm able to keep things going. So it really is a stock market play that I'm after in terms of creating a market for the value of Zenny62 Media, and then a secondary exchange system allowing for your shares to grow in value. So that's the idea. And again, they're offshore. Well, not offshore. Are they offshore? Well, they're UK. UK is offshore. There are establishments in the United Kingdom and the Netherlands that are set up to allow, if you have a startup, like I think John Marks, for example, is considering a startup, you can put your shares on this market and your investors can trade, buy and sell them. That's it. So anyway, under your exchange, okay? So you have to set up your own exchange. So anyway, yeah, like the Late Late Show. So Daryl Jackson says, hail Oakland, back to some real Raider football. Hail Raiders. That's right, hail Raiders. And so Godfather Griz is no longer around right now. And I'm going to stop. It's almost 1 o'clock. We started at 8:30. We went to, well, basically 9:30 to almost 10 o'clock, okay? So I'm going to stop at 10:15 your time and go from there, okay? So stop at 10:15, yeah. So, and what would be up to me? Now, Steve says, what would be up to me? Joshua, who are you talking about as far as Mike P being a troll? Hey, Mike P, would you take back your fake news report, please? Or I'm giving you an out. I'm giving you an out, okay? I'm giving you an out. Would you put up the link to the tweet? Would you do that? Because it's fake news, all right? We want a retraction. Okay, that would be cool. Not a block. So moderators, please do not block Mike P. Okay? We'll give Mike P a reprieve right now, but do not block him. So for those of you just joining us, Barry Lee says he just checked, nothing on Twitter. I checked as well. There's nothing on Twitter regarding this report. Nope. But see, not only that, I remember that Bill Hornbuckle, the SVP of MGM, had stated, no, it wasn't Hornbuckle. Someone stated on behalf of MGM that, someone stated observation that MGM was not willing to put up, but they were silent. That's what it was. This came from the Nevada Independent, that MGM was silent on the issue of providing their parking garages for the Raiders. Just saying, okay? So, we've heard nothing from Mike P. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that one. I mean, we can do a little fun. You know, we don't have to be the Block Society all the time, right? I mean, what's the fun in that? Sometimes you can just troll somebody to oblivion. Oblivion. A word I learned watching Star Trek, the original series. Oblivion. Yes, thank you. And so, Donut says, try Vegas CBS. But Donut, you're not in Las Vegas. What are you talking about? So, no idea what he's talking about there at all. So, if you're tuning in and you're looking for the Godfather Griz show, Griz is gone. Henry says, Zinni, when do you estimate the Raider deal will finally go bust? A year? Several months? I am starting to see it more clear. Well, I don't have to speculate on a date. I will turn this entirely around a different way. The question is, will UNLV allow the Raiders, or stall out the Raiders in the negotiations, such that by, say, October, it's clear that these documents are not going to be done. The drop-dead date for everything with respect to the Raiders is April of next year. Okay? So that's what you have to look at. And I don't care if the Raiders break your ground in November. But here's the thing, as I said before, the Raiders have not signed their non-relocation agreement. All right? The Raiders have not signed their non-relocation agreement. And the way this deal looks, I will say this. Anything can happen. I mean, you might turn around one day and Mark Davis has announced he put the team up for sale. Now, he might do that. Well, excuse me. He would do that not before the season, barring some tragedy, but after the season, if certain circumstances came to pass. Like, for example, the Vegas deal wasn't going the way that he wanted it to, for the continuation of reasons like the ones that we're seeing. And if he does that, then it's a whole new ball game in terms of keeping the Raiders in Oakland. It really is. I say that because this Las Vegas deal is not solid. There are more problems cropping up, and we haven't even gotten to the fact of not just the design problems, but the simple fact that the financing is not clearly in place. It can't be clearly in place with that non-relocation agreement unsigned. And Sheldon Adelson out of the deal, although there are rumors he's back into it. But this, he's out of it, he's into it, he's out of it, he's into it, is indicative of how iffy this whole deal is. Okay? How shaky. So, it's April 18th, I believe is the exact date, Mr. P. And, yeah. And so, Crawford says, back to really important news. Boss Man was very candid on the live stream. He was. He also had you know what I mean? So he was more candid than usual, all right? By far. Boss is going to hear this, but he reminds me of the real-life Fred Flintstone. You know, yabba dabba doo. Oh, he's going to kill me when he sees that one. Oh, my gosh. Oh, let's see here. Rivera says, it's a new owner. If a new owner comes in, I doubt they forego the Bay Area. Any real business person would take Bay Area over Las Vegas any day, including Sunday. Ruben Ortiz, hey, Ruben, how are you? Hey, Zinni just got off work and is tuning in. What happened tonight's stream? Okay, I'll tell you. First of all, hey, Ruben, love to have an investment from you. If you can spare $20 or $30, it'll be fantastic through our PayPal account, mainly because I'm going on a pledge drive for money. That's the okay. Now, as far as Godfather Griz, what he talked about tonight was this announcement. Are you ready? On Friday, July 21st. That's Friday of next week, not this week. The Joint Powers Authority will meet at 8:30 in the morning to discuss being a legal support to the We Stand with Oakland legal effort. That's what Godfather Griz came on to announce. And then this Saturday is the second leg in their baseball fundraising tour, if you like. So make sure you go to the page for athletics.com/fundraise and buy your ticket using the code. Hey, Russell, that code again is, please, it's, drum roll, please, Russell Rivera going once, Russell Rivera going until I hear something from Russell Rivera as far as the code to type in to buy the tickets for the baseball contests to raise money for We Stand with Oakland. And direct help, all one word. Mr. Rivera wrote it as 2 words, but that's okay. It's 1 word, direct help. It's a code, direct help. Write that in there, okay? So, and then John Mark says, no Las Vegas means, so Mike, you're fired. Well, no, Mark, John, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Don't block him. Don't block, autocorrect. Got him. Don't block him. Please don't block him. Or as the song says, please Hammer, don't hurt him. MC Hammer. That's a man I've helped in the past. Anyway, great guy though. MC Hammer's a great man. Definitely too legit to quit. Very inspiring entrepreneur, I might add. And knowledgeable. So, Ruben Ortiz says, thank you, Zinni. You will receive support from me soon. Hey, Ruben, this week will be great because I'm like, it'll be really, like I said, if 30 people, 3 times 3 is 9, that would be fantastic. 3 times 4 is 12. That would be awesome. Okay. $40, $30 or $40 per each be great. That would be fantastic. And, it would prove the power of the community. If that happened, it really would. It would just be incredible. Okay, so it really would. Hail Oakland, you have my support. Hail Raiders, says Dale Jackson, and the 411 says Hammer is now supporting Vegas, but he can be turned. He can be, what's the term on the street? Turnt, as opposed to turned. Turnt. Anyway, but just have to, at the appropriate time, right? We'll get him. We'll get him. Now, what else is on you guys' mind here? We have 32 watching, 24 thumbs up, and including, let's see here. I see who else is thumbed up here. That's 27 thumbs up now, I believe. Care to type 28? 29? 30? Bueller? We'll put it this way. I'll take the investment over the thumbs up. Let me put it that way. That's where I'm at right now. Oh, Rivera said 20. Thank you very much. $20. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, $20, $30, $40, $50. That would be fantastic. If I could average $30 times 40 people, that would be great. So, yeah, that would be 12. That would be more than what I needed by a little bit, by a teensy bit. But, yeah, that would be fantastic. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Rivera. Thank you, Russ. Really appreciate it. Ruben, if you could match that or better that, if you could double that, like 40, that would be like in the middle, 30. Yes, that would be fantastic. And like I say, if things get back on track, I won't have to do this for a while. if ever again like this, you know. But my whole point is, it spurred me to create this new investment vehicle, so I'm really excited. And Russ, you're going to get an email with the layout of the investors and your shares and everything else and where they fit in. So Barry Lee, good night. Hey, good night, Barry. ML Scott says, question, how do they calculate the parking at a stadium? I've never seen a venue have the same number of parking spots per seat. Well, that's a great question, ML. The ratio of parking varies with jurisdiction. For example, in Oakland, we have parking requirements that are specific and set by the planning department and approved by the planning commission. In Fayetteville, Georgia, we have parking requirements. Actually, not Fayetteville, Georgia. I think it's Peachtree City, Georgia. Yeah, Peachtree City. And then Fayette County sets. Yeah, Fayette County. It's, or is it? See, which city is it? We have so many cities around here. It's is it Fayette County, Peachtree City, or is it Sonoya? No, it's Peachtree City. For Fayette County has theirs, and then for Fulton County, Atlanta, that's City of Atlanta. And then the whole point is, the point that I'm trying to make by this jumping around seemingly incessantly, okay, is that the parking ratios are as different as the places, and they're as different as the population and traffic. There is not a standard rule of thumb. Oh, thank you, Steve. Mr. Collins, thank you. Mr. Collins invested $40, and Steve, you'll be getting an email. Thank you very much. Oh, this is outstanding. Thank you. Yes, thank you. So, outstanding. Ooh, excuse me, that's great. Outstanding. So, the requirements vary. And so that's why you can't go to Billings, Montana and say, okay, well, the ratio is this. And you can't go to Chicago and say the ratio is the same as Billings, Montana. It's not. It varies by a wide range in terms of different areas. When I say wide range, I don't mean like they're hugely far apart. They're not. With respect to NFL stadiums, there's a standard, but the standard does vary. And here's the other problem, okay? Now that I really think about this from another perspective, Las Vegas has never had an NFL team. So it doesn't have parking requirements that are specific to an NFL team, okay? And if it did, they would be even more stringent, I would think. But they just don't. I mean, look. Think about the Coliseum in Oakland. We're used to all the parking being as close as possible, right? That's the situation. We want as much parking as possible right there. That's what we want. But if we go, okay, that's what we want. Or according to Mark Davis, that's what we want. I know. How do you explain Vegas, right? Yeah, go figure. Wow. And so Rivera says, in Vegas, planners use one spot for every 4 seats. Right. That's right. But see, hey, Russ, that's not actually Las Vegas. That's Clark County. All right? That's Clark County. And that's what I emphasize that. It's different in Reno, in Nevada. All right? Reno, Nevada. So it's not a blanket case. Because the question that ML asked was, is there a... his question implies that he wants to know if there's a universal standard, and I'm explaining that there's not. That there's a standard that was adopted for Clark County by Clark County planners, and so on, and so on, and so on. And the 411 says, who wants to ride over packed shuttle buses in Las Vegas in the heat? And Steve Collins says, come on, Zinster. Zinni gave us honest information on Raiders. Let's band together and support him. Thank you, Steve. Thank you. Thank you very much, and I'll put up the link here because I really appreciate it. And right here, thank you. Yeah, there's the PayPal link right there, and I'll do it one more time. PayPal, and it's right there, and yeah, and that's actually, you know, you do through Super Chat or PayPal, whichever. Some people can't get to Super Chat, maybe because you're out in another country like Octavio or whatever, or maybe you just prefer to use Super Chat, PayPal rather than Super Chat. But whatever the case, $20, $30, $40, $50, fantastic. If you can average 30 times 4, or even, you know, 32 times 35 times 3 or whatever, that's great. Outstanding. Thank you. That'll be fantastic. And yeah, and even if you can't do it tonight, because there's 37 people on, welcome to Zenny62. And Godfather Griz was here, and he I'm going to get back to what Godfather talked about. Godfather also said that, again, I mentioned this Saturday's game, right? And Mr. Rivera talked about that. Now, the JPA meeting, again, I'm going to repeat this, is on the 21st, Friday of next week, 8:30 in the morning at Oracle Arena. That's right, the main entrance where you go in, that's actually where the JPA meets, in that lobby down there, that area that, if you've been to Oracle Arena, you've seen that bar, it's over there, okay? That's it, right there. That's it. That's definitely it. And, okay, and so that's the place. So, wow. I think maybe I should go and look at Mike R's. Just kidding. Oh, I didn't want to get too much a hard time. That was the comic relief for the night, you know, Mike R. That was the comic relief for the night. So, hey, John Marks, are you around, by the way? I got a question. How many people have seen Spider-Man Homecoming? I haven't seen Spider-Man Homecoming yet. Now, I've seen Wonder Woman twice. I want to see Spider-Man Homecoming once I get back to a normal financial footing. Did you like it, Henry? Did you like it? Was it worth the price of admission? What'd you think of it, Mr. Flores? And so John Mark says it doesn't exist like Mike R. And Henry Flores informs us that by a yes, he likes Spider-Man. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being poor, 10 being awesome, Mr. Flores, what would you give Spider-Man Homecoming? And John Mark says, I have not seen it yet. So John and Marks and I are in the same church. We have not seen Spider-Man Homecoming. However, Spider-Man Homecoming was made just 15 minutes away from here. And Henry Flores says, love the fact that Spider-Man was a teenager and they kept to that. My little boy loved it. We give it a 12. Whoa, he went above the scale. Jacob P. said, I think we have trolled Mike R enough. Give him a break, guys. It's fine. He probably left by now anyway. Yeah, that's true. I don't mean to give him a bad time or anything because, you know. And hey, thank you very much, Ruben. That's $20 from Ruben. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you. You guys are awesome. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And that is fantastic. Thank you. So that's fantastic. Thank you. And boy, I'm gonna be writing a lot of certificates tonight too. That's what I want to do, though. That's the whole point of it, you know. That's the whole point of it. Thank you. And 8:30. Oh, let's see here. And Daryl Jackson says, give it a 9. Sports Highlights says, hey, Sports Highlights. Normally I appreciate that, but I'm trying to raise funds right now. So Sports Highlights, can you please? Here's Sports Highlights. What I want you to do is I want you to donate to my PayPal effort. Well, it's not a donation, it's an investment. And right there. And thank you, Henry. Thank you very much. Thank you, Henry. And again, I need $1,000, so that's what I'm trying to get to. So anything you guys can do is fantastic, but an average of, say, $40 times 30 people. Right now we've got 29, so you get the idea. That would put me right out $1,200, which is more than what I need, you know. But you all are tremendously helping the cause. Really, I mean, heck, you know, this is fantastic. So that's it. And so you other 29 out there watching, this is crowdfunding. That's what this is. This is crowdfunding done by a live stream, okay? And that's what I'm doing. But I'm putting a twist on it. It's called equity crowdfunding. John Marks, for taking notes there if you're thinking still about starting your own radio station. And my objective is to take these investments, send out certificates tonight, and then continue the work toward establishing a secondary market where each one of you can sell your shares on that market if you wish to do so, and thereby continue the increase in value, you know, increase the value, right? So that's the idea. And that sound you heard, that boom boop, simply means that my Skype was still on. I had to turn my Skype off. I was using Skype. I force quit it. I was using Skype to beam in the image of Forever Oakland, Godfather Griz, the wonderful Danielle, Bossman, Chris, everybody. So that was the idea. Now, and I think I have another question here. It's like, did you see the... I heard that, ML. I didn't see that. I meant to look for the information. ML Scott, Money Lynch Scott. 1,000 yards this year? 1,000 yards this year? Money Lynch Scott is talking about the news that MGM is going to go after an NBA basketball team for T-Mobile, which would seem like it's undercutting that other stadium deal, right? Arena deal, right? Remember the conversation we had about the arena, Mr. Jackson, and I was going to try to get him on here. I did email Mr. Jackson's representatives. I've heard nothing back from them. And then, of course, I got caught up with all this other stuff, you know. But that's it. And so we've got... And, yeah, I saw that tweet last night, Mr. Scott, ML Scott. I did. And I meant to look that up. But, again, I've been so, to be just blunt honest, focused on trying to raise money and trying to get new clients and throwing out applications left and right, maybe to the tune of about 100 right now, that I've been up really late because, again, I haven't been in a situation where, yeah, I didn't have a client. And then also with YouTube, and this is why this is fantastic, YouTube used to pay my monthly house note, okay? It was that large. But with the adpocalypse that YouTube went through, which some of you may know about, what happened was that there was so much inappropriate content going up. This ad guy created a software service system and basically ran a set of YouTube videos and the RSS feeds through that system and basically picked off all of the inappropriate terms and comments that came from the videos, and that freaked out the YouTube people and YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki, and they suddenly went through this process of not monetizing videos just because you might have said something that you wouldn't even think about, like or fight. Let's say someone got into a fight and you put up a video of a fight. Oh, no, nothing like that. Or anything about Donald Trump, they weren't even monetizing at all. It was that crazy. And then what happened was that as that was going on, when the gentleman put out his software service application, $1 billion in advertisers, $1 billion, took their ads off YouTube, and now they're slowly coming back. So that threw an effective choke chain around revenue. but prior to that, between clients, YouTube, and everything else, the monthly cut was great. And then at the same time, everything went like this. It went for me. It was like, whoa. And you always think, okay, this is going to come through, and it doesn't. And so that's what's happened. So you all are coming through for me. And again, it's more than appreciated. And that's why I'm creating this equity crowdfunding sales system. And it's not anything weird, something I came up with when I say that. No. There are a number of organizations. Second Market, 2 words slammed into one, was around in 2011. It's for startups. Because what happened was that angel investors would put in their money and think, well, y'all never see any money, out of this, right? And then they would turn around and say, well, how can I get money out of it? And so Second Market was developed to allow people to do just that, to basically trade their shares with other investors, and that's what that's all about. So anyway, yeah, Ruben, I need your email for your spreadsheet, and here's my email. You send me the email, Ruben, okay? So here's the email for you, and thank you very much for the donation, for the investment. I keep saying that because everybody else says donation. I've got this sign that says donation, but you guys have been fantastic tonight, and thank you all very much. Zinni at zinni62.com, and there that is, okay? So there that is. And like I said, if 30 people invest $40 each, that's more than I need, and I'm on my way, which is a great thing. I've still got a long way to go, but this is a great start. So, and again, here's that. I keep pushing that link, but hey, folks, I need your help. So there you go. Now, so we've got, let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. I think, as far as, I haven't talked to her in quite a while, Holy Roller. That's to answer your question. So I don't know. And, wait a minute. I missed Maniac's question. That's a good one. Hey, Zinni, how does the mayor feel about what Forever Oakland is doing, and does she care for it? Actually, she's supportive. Yeah, I can say that. She is supportive of the effort behind the scenes, and that's what's going on, so she's supportive, but I haven't talked to her in a while. So I thought you meant in terms of my situation, but I won't get into that one. But and then ML Scott says Crawford said something I missed. Crawford says they should want the NBA first, not the NHL, talking about Las Vegas going after an NBA team. And Ruben says, yeah, I got that for Ruben. And Karen says, I feel bad. I understand, Karen. And so, hey, Karen, thank you very much, Karen. Thank you very much for that help. I really appreciate that. And I understand what you can't do, but I understand. But I want to thank you for being a cheerleader. That's very kind of you. It's much needed. Jacob B says, good night. Hey, good night, Jacob, and thank you again. And Henry Flores says, Karen, that will help me. Yeah, that will. That will really help, and amen. And thank you, Karen, and thank you for that. John Marks asks, how does Larry Reed feel about Forever Oakland? Well, he's been interesting in his support. What I mean by that is he has not actively stood in their way, but he hasn't been out there being a rah-rah cheerleader either. And I understand he's thawing to that. So we'll see. I think what happened was that, I'll put it an entirely other way. In Oakland politics, you have to make sure your bases are covered. That if you are doing something in a council member's district that involves a political blessing and you haven't approached them, they tend to get a little upset, and that's what you're dealing here with Larry. Okay, that's what's going on with Larry, and but I think there have been enough people to appease him. And the great thing that Larry likes is that the Forever Oakland people are not asking for public money. at all for the lawsuit or the potential lawsuit or whatever comes out of it. That's the thing. Now, Rivera says, Zinni, I have some ideas that can help you earn some extra cash using your skills. And so freelance, let's talk soon. You got it, because I've been trying to line up things. I'm expecting this email and that email, and well, you'll hear it for us. It's been fascinating. I'll say I'll pull a page from Mr. Spock's term. Fascinating. So with that, it's 1:28 at night, which is 10:28, and I'm gonna begin to sign off. And I'd like to stay on as much as I can, but it's buffering. I'll be back tomorrow night. I'll be back tomorrow night at a little bit of a later time. And so, as Crawford would say, Crawford likes the idea that I would quote Don Cornelius and say, you can bet your last money it's all going to be a Stone Gas Honey, but I do not have an afro. So, there you go. I am bald. Oh, all right. And Rivera says, I feel your pain. People all in, it's time to write a check. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. You guys have been fantastic. Just wait a minute. Every time I say I'm going to go off, more people come on. It's like 30. There was 25. There was 24. Now 6 people came back. And welcome to Zenny 62. You missed Godfather Griz on this show. They were from the Plank in Oakland, and they were fantastic. And so, but I'm just going to sign off. And folks, I'll be back. It's been a long day, long night. And I want to thank you all for your incredible investments. I got to get to work on getting your certificates. I got a spreadsheet to update. And folks, I'll see you all tomorrow night. Thank you for coming, and thank you for your investments. Thank you.